Bluesboyjag here with yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Fingerpicking Blues. I had a request for this one from several people. So we're going to do a straight blues in the key of G. We are tuned to open G, so that's an A string tuned down to G, and a D string tuned normal to D, and a G string tuned normal to G. Super common 3-string CBG tuning: G, D, G. Let's get right to it. We're doing a 1-4-5 traditional 3-chord blues progression in the key of G, which would be what chords? G, C, and D. So we're going to start with G. We're doing a walking bass pattern, and we've got the chord built into it because we're strumming the open string. So what we're doing is thumb on the big string, first finger on the first string. We're going to do a drone on that first string, and we're going to walk on the big string. So I'm playing a downstroke on the G string, the big string, and an upstroke on the first string. So after every note I play on the bass strings, I'm going to play that first string open. So we have the low G's that start out, and then we have the high G. Then we fret here with the second finger on the 3rd fret on the G string, the big G string, and we play the first string again. Now we're going to walk up, and we're going to add those notes. So what we end up with is so we're doing a walking bass pattern, and we're doing finger picking at the same time. I've got my pinky anchored on the guitar. You don't have to do that, but it does help. And I'm just doing a walk up bass pattern, and I'm playing the first string after every bass note. And those are the bass notes. So we have 3-0 and 1-0. Then we have 3-3 and 1-0. Then we have 2-0 and 1-0. Then we have 2-2, 1-0, 2-3, 1-0, 2-2, going back down, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, 3-3, 1-0, and 3-0. That's a lot of numbers, but basically you're just walking up and walking down. So we're going to put that bass part together with the chord. It's not really a chord, it's sort of a chord, but kind of, but not really, but sort of, but kind of, but not really, because we're playing one string, but we have the other strings ringing out, so it sounds like a chord. So that's a walking bass pattern, finger picking style. And that part, you're going to slide up to the 5th fret, and you're going to bar all the way across. That's called the walking blues, but it's also a shuffle, and it's all finger picked as well. So that gives you 3 chords with a walking bass pattern, and the first string by itself is the chord. Not really, but sort of, because you're playing the open strings. It sounds like you've got 2 guitar players. Sounds like you have one person doing the boogie woogie bass and and the other person doing the chord. So this is a good example of the finger picking style that you can use on a 3-string cigar box guitar. Sometimes I might play random notes. So let's say we're in the key of G and we're doing a 1-4-5, which would be G, C, D. Let's say the riff is... more of a straight strum pattern. Now we'll do the same thing with finger picking. And all I'm doing is using my thumb and first finger. Thumb goes down, and your first finger goes up. So the movements that you're making is simply a down with your thumb and an up with your first finger. I'm not using any other fingers. Just my thumb and my first finger. And you want to make it swing. You want to go boom da boom da boom da. You don't want to go boom da boom da. You want to go boom da boom da boom da boom da. Give it that swing feel. So that's more of a bluesy finger picking kind of a thing. So let's go ahead and do something else that's more like a country thing. I'm going to do a D, C, G chord progression. Starting on D. Slow. We're going to bar on the 7th fret, and I'm going to play that chord, and I'm going to do the walk up. I'm using my thumb and my second finger. You can use your first if you like to. So I'm hammering. Barring all the way across on that 5th fret. Obviously down here I don't need to bar because it's open G. So let's take a look at the picking hand. I'm only using my thumb and first finger. I'm not using any other fingers. It might look like I am. Gives you a lot to play around with. So if I do, let's say, a D, C, G, I did the same pattern on all three. I'm using my first finger and my thumb. Sometimes I use my second finger. Just kind of depends on what lick I'm playing. If you want to play like a chord progression 3-string, we'll do a G, C, D chord progression. I'm just playing 1, 2, 3, the first string, second string, third string. And I'm using my second finger, first finger, and thumb. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So how would you play that if you're playing a blues? This is what they call claw hammer with with my right hand. So you can see, I'm just going to hang on the G here. So these two fingers are playing the chord, and I've got my second finger on the first string, first finger on the second. Thumb gets the big string. So stay on the 1 ear, stay on the G for a little while, practice that. So you can see, I'm only using my first 2 fingers because I'm playing 2 strings at a time. My thumb is playing the bass note. My first finger on that one is on the first string. So I'm doing the walking pattern, but I have a drone G. That simulates the G chord. It's not really a G chord, but it sort of sounds like one because I'm playing in open G, right? So how would I do this on the 4, which would be C? I'll just slide up and bar. Back down to G. Right there, I'm playing 2 strings at a time. I'm walking down on the second string from the 3rd fret to the 2nd to the 1st to 0, but I'm using my first finger on that first string. I know I threw a lot at you there, but that should get you started with finger picking with a 3-string cigar box guitar. Thanks for watching. Check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one since 2004. Order today, and we will see you next time.